Waiting, connecting. This guy.
This guy.
What's up, dude? How are you?
What's up, man?
This is weird. This is weird.
Taco Tuesday. Happy stay at home Tuesday
Yeah, you too, man. How are you?
and Wednesday. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Just woke up like 40 minutes ago.
Word. Are you in LA?
Welcome to the new normal.
Yeah.
What'd
You're
you
in
say?
LA, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's finally a beautiful day. We've had some crap weather considering it's the whole reason to live here. How
Yeah,
you
for
guys
sure.
doing?
Good. We've had like a few storms, but like the weather has been too good. Like I wish it were just awful outside all the time, so I wouldn't feel sad about, you
Yeah,
know?
not being able to do anything anyway.
I know, for real. Are you with JP or is it just you?
JP's, I think he's passed out right now.
But like in the same house.
Oh yeah, we're in the same house.
That.
And Derek. Say hi to Derek.
What up, Derek? Raleigh, North Carolina says hello.
Told you trap house. Yo, what up, Raleigh?
Dude, so I saw you were listening to some Neutral Milk Hotel last night. Good choice.
You said what?
Saw you were listening to some Neutral Milk Hotel last night.
Dude, so good. Such a good band. I was just like re-listening to stuff that like even 10 years ago was just jamming out to.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
whoa, whatever happened to this? Yeah,
I
man. Neutral
I
Milk Hotel.
I think that's like why you and I get along so well because I came from like alternative and I'm such like a rock
Yeah.
dude. Um, it is weird like, and I think this interview is going to be interesting because like it's my first time talking like on pop radio, with you. We've always just talked about like Green Day and Third Eye Blind.
Yeah, we've always just talked when no one else was listening.
Right. So I feel like I have to
Oh
do
no,
my
we've
job.
done on air though. We've done on air before,
Yeah,
haven't we? Yeah.
just like super brief.
What up, the
Um,
real Mama B in
she's the real one,
Canada?
dude.
What up, DJ Cot 33 and Spazzo Deli's 90?
I wonder if Spaz was a real deli, dude. So Spazzo has the meanest pastrami.
Bro,
Um,
now I really want an Italian like sub sandwich.
that
Just in that
sounds.
moment.
You're
Sounds
welcome.
amazing. What are you doing lately, man? You're at home right now? Obviously, it's a nice background you got going on.
Thank you, dude. I do so much like Instagram stuff now, but I've got like the radio set up in here and
Yeah, you got it
everything.
set up.
The bummer is like it sounds good, but it just gets so hot in here. So I
Uh,
like finish a radio show and I'm like literally sweating. But I did want to ask you. I saw on your story last night. You have a YouTube series starting today.
yeah, it's starting today. Thanks for reminding me.
Got you, dude.
Yeah, so I just started like when this lockdown first started. I think a lot of people realized that they identify with who they are by their jobs a lot. I was one of them. So once you take that away, you have to start thinking of like new ways to be useful. You know,
Hmm.
um, I was thinking, well, what if you just like start interviewing people from a distance, just online, who are interesting or do interesting things. Like it doesn't matter if they're influencers or celebrities or anything. They just have to be like interesting people. I know interesting people, so maybe we should just start interviewing them. Is that Jay? Oh, that's Jay. That's JP right there.
What up, JP?
Oh, hey, wait, who's that? Is that
It's
What's up?
Alex?
Alex.
What's
Yeah.
up, bro?
How's it going, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, dude. Yeah, you're out here like trying to steal my job on the internet, interviewing people.
No,
But
man,
that's
no.
sick. So
You only get to. Okay. You only get to talk to celebrities, man. I get to talk to everybody. I'm No, but so the whole thing is that we just like we'll interview like normal people. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't have to feel threatened, and like let them speak and tell about what they do. So it's called 6 Feet of Separation and hi NHSHM. Yeah, it's called 6 Feet of Separation. It comes every Tuesday at 2 on YouTube, and I talk to different people and
that's gonna be
maybe even
sick.
sometimes we'll play new music and interview other artists and stuff.
I'm excited, dude. So that's 5 o'clock here, just for everybody listening
Oh,
from
five
Raleigh.
o'clock. Yeah.
Um, so just a little backstory. I feel kind of bad because like we're catching up, and they're like my radio listeners. So Bryce and I met a couple times in Iowa. Had a legendary night with the 7715 guys. Um, and a legendary hangover the next day. but I'm pretty sure like after that night you had to go shoot like the La La Land music video like the next day or something ridiculous.
That would not be that surprising to me, man. Yeah, that seems like so long ago. Obviously, especially now that like we can't move, but
Right.
um, I'm pretty sure we flew back to shoot the La La Land video. Crazy times, man.
Yeah, because it ended up being like you shot it inside. Because we were talking about how you originally wanted to like to go to like all the major spots in LA, but it was inside after all. How did that
Yeah, we
happen?
decided to shoot it at a sound studio instead. It just made more sense for what the song was about. You
Yeah.
know, this is like put LA into a literal box. Hey, what up, faking Mags from Hawaii? Ooh, people are out today. I like
Yeah,
this.
dude. So catch me up, man, because last time I saw you doing like work stuff and shows, you had to go shoot the music video, and then I just saw you in LA recently. But how have things like changed music wise from La La Land and Carnival to Baby Girl coming out recently?
Uh, just vibing different, man. You know, trying to adjust to like what we're all going through and write
Yeah.
stuff that feels, just in that moment. Like I wouldn't be able to make Baby Girl right now. Like it's not. I love this song, and it's like a fun living room dance song, but it came out right before this all went down. It was
Right.
supposed to be like the club song, and it still might be this summer, you know.
Hmm.
But I feel like people want some substance in their music right now, something to look back on and be like, oh yeah, this is the music that came out during this time that no one knew how to deal with, and we were all figuring it out at the same time, and people were scared, and like I haven't heard a "For What It's Worth" by Buffalo Springfield, like that kind of music, in so long,
Yeah.
and it calms people down, So I'm trying to like come up with songs kind of like that for a little while, and then maybe I'll go back to just some like hey.
Totally. Yeah. So I mean, who's been doing a good job of that? Like Ben Gibbard from
Oh, from
Death
Death
Cab
Cab.
has a really good quarantine song. That 21 Pilot song is really great. Level of Concern.
No comment.
Um, all right. So I gotta imagine you're like writing now, right?
Yeah, man, the first 2 weeks I didn't write at all. um
It's hard to when you're like, just not in the right space for it.
I mean, it's hard to adjust to this kind of a new situation, right? For all of us, we were like, everyone took a step back, a literal step back, and like
Yeah.
had to see themselves and the world differently. Like, no matter who you are, I think everyone had a moment of like internal conflict when they realized they were going to be stuck at home for a couple months. Like my life's, I'm constantly traveling, and I'm didn't realize that this is exactly what I needed. Um, but it's not like that for everybody. Uh, so it's difficult to try to readjust to something like this. And oh wait, let me see. La La Land acoustic. Give us a preview. Tell her Gib found identity. Bryce Vine found identity in his career. I found identity in going out and only talking about Bryce Vine to anyone who will listen.
That's
Lexi,
amazing.
that's funny. Hi, Ollie Marie from NYC.
It's
Um,
it's been weird. Like I was like trying to prep, for last night, and it's just weird because I met you as like a friend first, just because I was doing alternative. So it's kind of weird asking like these interview questions. But I was thinking like I've missed these opportunities like doing pop radio. So
you have
these
to
are the
ask things that you already like know most of the answers to.
totally. But here are the questions that I would have asked you had I had an interview with you in the past.
Okay.
So I do want to ask if you keep in touch with the Crush Club guys.
Crush Club guys, yeah, of course. That's
And
so
and
funny.
and for
Those are
anybody who doesn't know
yeah
Crush
for
Club,
people.
that was your first band, right?
No, well, it was my band in college. Yeah,
College
but
band, yeah.
dude, there's only so much you can know. Like I'm the only one who probably knows all this stuff, or maybe not. I don't know. It's a room full of fans. I have no idea. But in college, I had a group called Crush Club with my producer, who's still my producer, Nolan, and my DJ, Lucky Dave, and my buddy Nick, who is in a DJ duo Lost Kings, if you know who they
Mm-hmm.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, everyone's still around. Everyone's still doing music. Funny enough,
Gerald.
though, that band is how I met G-Eazy
Yeah.
through MySpace
Which
and Carnage.
that by the way, that MySpace page is still up. Like,
Is it? Oh my god! No way! I
oh
haven't
yeah,
heard
you could
that song in so long.
Loveaholic. It's a bop, dude.
Yeah, that was the first Bob, man. Oh my gosh! I
See
honestly
that?
I haven't even heard a sample of that in maybe like 10 years.
See, that was
That's
my
crazy.
Nardwuar moment.
Wow, brings
Um,
back memories.
Also wanted to ask you. I heard that San Junipero was inspired by the Black Mirror episode.
Yep. The only thing that
Okay.
gave it away was the title.
See, I'm good, dude. I'm a professional interviewer.
Bro,
Don't you know that?
this man cannot miss.
I'm the next Ryan Seacrest. You heard it here first.
No,
But I
man.
was okay. So if that was based off a Black Mirror episode, and we're in quarantine right now. Are you binging anything else? Like, are we gonna get any like Tiger King songs, like a song for Carol Baskin, or like?
The I Killed My Husband song?
Hey, dude, I didn't say it.
I did.
Hey, maybe. Also, have you seen that meme? Because I know we probably got to wrap up soon.
Oh, that's
Have
all
you
right.
have you seen that meme that's like what is it? I wrote 4 albums, no skips, like the Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Bill
So
Clinton sitting down.
yeah, it's Bill Clinton sitting down, listening to records with like the old like Walkman headphones on. But
Yeah,
people can go on this website and fill out like the 4 albums. Like, have you done it yet?
I haven't, no.
Okay, if I post it and tag you in it, will you post your 4 albums, no skips?
At some point, maybe.
Yeah, I
Probably
know.
not.
Okay, I like that. Because I feel I was gonna ask you what those 4 albums would be, but like you're such a music guy like me that I'm gonna have to like sit and think what those albums are.
Off the top of my head, I think I already know.
Okay, that's better than me.
I think, and I'm not just gonna go with like the typical stuff like, oh, Thriller,
Yeah, no,
any Sergeant Pepper. No, like the first Third Eye Blind album for
thousand
sure.
percent.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink 182.
Yes.
Uh, the first Gorillaz album,
Ooh, okay.
and maybe, damn, I don't know.
No
Let's just
Rancid.
stop there. Ooh, and Out Come the Wolves by Rancid,
Yeah.
and Graduation by Kanye, and Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. So
Okay.
I'm
So
not
6.
stopping at 4.
Yeah, that's like near
Oh,
impossible.
and Channel Orange by Frank Ocean. Dang.
You just need like a playlist that people like radio people can just look at before we interview and know what you're
I have
listening
a
to.
playlist on Spotify that like everyone can add to. Like
Or
everyone can
like
add
on the
playlists.
iHeartRadio app, maybe too, Bryce, right? The iHeartRadio app. We love that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. That's what. Yeah, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
new songs on it.
One last thing. This is how I've been wrapping up like all my other Instagram live interviews. I feel like you'll get behind this. There's this optimism doctor. I'm gonna butcher her name. I feel so bad every time. Dr. Deepika Chopra. She's got these cards. Things are looking up.
Chopra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Not.
no, is she related to like Chopra?
I'm not sure.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I bought these deck of cards, and it's supposed to be like kind of a coffee table thing or whatever. But she like literally is a doctor in being happier and like being more optimistic, and I feel like everybody could use that right now.
Yeah.
So you go through and you kind of pick one of these cards, and even like the artwork is supposed to like be designed to like improve your mood or whatever. So I'm gonna fan them out, and you just pick one, and then we'll read it, and we can do the exercise.
Well, these all make me feel better, but how do I tell you which card?
Give me like the color, and then we can narrow it down.
Okay, the one that looks like an eye at the end.
The little
Yeah.
avocado eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what it says.
Hi, Natalie
All right.
Shova.
All right. Mindfully worry. Take a look at your day. Schedule in 5 minutes to worry about anything and everything that's bothering you or making you feel anxious. The trick here is that outside of those scheduled 5 minutes of mindfully worrying, no other worry time is allowed.
Hmm.
I don't know that I could properly do that, but
Yeah, that's honestly a really cool thing. I was listening to an audiobook uh, that's kind of trying to get you out of your own head too. You know, anything that
Hmm.
you get you out of your own head and active right now is useful because it's if I know a lot of people get stuck in their heads, I get stuck in my head crazy and like we'll just stand in my room sometimes for like 10 minutes just going over all the things that I've like that I'm not killing it with.
Yeah, 1,000%. So maybe you
Um,
can lump that into 5 minutes.
okay, I'll try.
Yeah,
Everyone else can too. Yeah,
yeah.
I
This
just
will be
learned
our
something
group
new.
mindfulness exercise for the rest of quarantine.
No, I appreciate that. That's a cool game. What is that game called?
It's just like a deck of cards. I can DM it to you. It's things are looking up.
Things are looking up. I like
It's
that.
it's honestly so great. Do you want to do another one before the kick us off?
Yeah, let's do one more. I might
Because I
even
feel,
reach out to the that woman.
oh, dude,
What was her
she's a
name?
Deepika Chopra. I'm probably
Deepika
butchering that.
Chopra.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to interview her. See, but this is like the kind of stuff that
Oh
I'm like, oh, I'll
yeah,
be like, oh,
that would
she's
be
doing something
great.
useful.
And I think she's LA based too, so that would be great.
Well, I mean, we can't see each other anyway. I'm doing it all
Just
over
for
cameras.
future.
Yeah, but no, that's awesome. Okay, how about the middle red one that you have kind of
This
staring
guy.
at me? Yeah, that one.
Ooh, this is good. Okay. Voice out loud three things that made you happy today. This list could be made up of anything, small or big. No one is listening except for Instagram. Uh, but be honest, be you, and be free. So three things that made you happy today.
I woke up and it was sunny. I remembered that I had food in the fridge, and uh, what else did I immediately think of? I mean, I just woke up recently. Oh, and I got to like just see a bunch of my fans that like keep me going on the. I just did it like a Zoom call like a half an hour ago, and I just got to see all these kids that I pretty much watched grow up. Um, into like really nice people. So
That's
enjoying
awesome.
that.
Yeah,
He's such a camera hog, this guy.
I feel like JP would like these
Yeah, I can
too.
forget it just one thing at a time, you know? Got so much
Don't
to
want to
do.
rush it. I'm gonna do my. I think my three things today. Um, like this sounds crazy, but just like getting up and showering because I knew I had big meetings today. And I had like nicer clothes on, like we were meeting with like big bosses. So like just feeling like a functioning adult was good. Um, those meetings went super well. And that's just like a nice feeling to be acknowledged, for working
Yeah.
hard. And then
Until now.
this interview. Yeah, I know. Now we're just goofing off. But no, this is great. It's one of those moments where like, this is like my job, but also I've like known you
But
for
also what you
years
love
now,
to
and
do.
it's
Yeah,
good to see you,
man.
man.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Um, Guys, we should tell them they could play too. Like, you should just say something that made you happy today
Oh
to.
yeah. Yeah, I love
Um,
that.
but dude,
Um,
that I love the concept of this. It immediately like breaks down your wall a
I
little
knew
bit.
you would, dude. I knew you would. And it actually like definitely makes you feel better. Just because it's hard to be forced to take the time to think about those things, but then it works.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless someone is being like, "Hey, when did you do that?" Like that's why questions are great because it makes you actually think about something. But no one's ever asking you, "What are three things that made you happy today?"
Right.
And then you really have to take a step back and like, be like, "Oh wow, I actually do appreciate this right now."
Oh, people are chiming in too. Somebody saw their brother.
It's
Um,
time for cheese,
Dirkowski, yo.
Dirkowski. He's
Snuggles in
probably
bed.
sitting on his couch like, "Oh, they know I'm in here."
Yeah. That's incredible. All right, man. Well, I probably got to let you go for another interview. I know I was told
No,
15
no,
minutes,
fuck
and I'm
that.
being
Real quick,
selfish.
let's do one more of those for everyone
All
to
right,
play,
word.
dude. I love this. This was such a good idea to bring in, Alex.
Thank you, man. Okay. Let's see. We've already done a red one. This is hard.
Let's do one of those sherbet looking ones.
This this one or this one?
That one.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Rami Silva, what up?
Um.
Oh, Maeve Healy said,
Oh,
I also got to FaceTime my boyfriend today, which was really nice.
that's nice,
Yeah.
dude. This is a heavy one. Think about a time you felt rejected or didn't quite get what you'd hoped for. Now humor yourself so if you can come up with 3 ways you grew from it. So a time you got rejected or didn't get what you wanted, and then how you grew from it.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, immediately it comes to mind. It was one of the best things that happened to me this last year. I was in a position where I was around some like celebrities that know they're celebrities, you know?
Yeah.
And they just made me feel so insignificant, like almost on purpose. Like it wasn't just in my own head. Like I remember I showed somebody Baby Girl, or I sent them Baby Girl. We were all like in the same place, sitting at the same spot, and they just like were like, "Oh, that's cool," and then just like didn't even go listen or anything ever. There was a lot to it, but I just was like, "Oh wow, this is what it feels like." Like for a little while, once you do this and things start to go well, like you forget what it's like to be the outsider and like the not cool person. You know, I get to talk to fans all the time, so I haven't felt that way in a while. I used to, like when I was in high school and elementary school, there was always like kids that would try to make you feel like insignificant or corny or dorky.
Did it make you feel like you kind of learned whose opinion really matters, and like that's your fans?
No, I still care about the opinion of like my peers, and like I think I'll just always be like a little weary about like what people think of me, just because it's human. But what it did was it made me remember not to forget that feeling, because all these people had forgotten what it was like to be on the outskirts, to be like an outcast and not be the cool kid in class. They'd completely forgotten. Like they have no recollection of it, and I do, and that's like, and that moment like reminded me of what that's like. And you respect people in a different way when you remember what it's like to be that. Like you give people a chance more, and you know, you let them like open up. Like people are shy sometimes, and like you can make judgments about them, and like, but like I always want to be on the side of the kid that's like wasn't picked first at gym class now, you know, and that reminded me of that.
Dang, that's a good one.
That was a big one. And it motivated me so much to make Baby Girl a smash, because they didn't even go listen to it.
Yeah.
And now one of their, I think it was like, oh yeah, now it, like, I think they just heard it on the radio. So it's like, dude, everyone's flawed. I get it. Like, and no one's gonna, a lot of people don't do things maliciously. It's just about how we take them. But that was a big one for me. So that's the end of my story.
That's a good one though. So many good comments too. People are definitely chiming in. Dang. Yeah, mine was like not as significant, but I went after a job and I didn't get it and was like just heartbroken when I didn't. And then I ended up here, you know. So a lot of
Wait, you got your heart broken right before this?
No, but like from a job.
Oh, right,
like
before doing this for a job. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Probably a year. Like I didn't get this gig I thought I was gonna get, and I was so bummed because I thought it was like this huge step, you know. It was like a morning show, and I didn't get it, and I was so upset. And then I was like still in Iowa, but then I learned to like really appreciate what was happening in Iowa, and like right after that, you know, people would like stop me in the grocery store and be like, "Are you Alex Mack?"
No way.
Yeah, and so it was, you know, it was like a week after I didn't get the job. So you kind of learn to, I guess a similar thing, you sort of learn to appreciate what you have and like what your like real goals are and how that makes you happy. Durkowski says it was a high profile modeling gig. Oh my gosh.
Way to just like totally ruin the moment, Dirk.
Just such a sweetheart. And then,
by the way, guys, go follow It's Time for Cheese if you want some quality cheese entertainment.
And you have people on like TikTok and stuff are saying like CEO of whatever.
Yeah.
Durkowski's the CEO of cheese, for sure.
100%. I don't think there's anyone else even trying for that position. What would you be the CEO of?
Lately, big hair. I mean, this is just
right, bro.
Huge.
It looks good though. I mean, you look.
Thanks.
It looks shiny. I can see it from here.
Thanks. You know, I've got like one of those ring lights because I'm being vain in quarantine.
Yeah. Wait, do you know how to cut your own hair at home? Because I don't. I
No,
refuse.
dude, I got very close like a couple days ago, but I know that I'm gonna give myself like some sort of weird, like early 1975 Matty Healy like mohawk situation, and I don't
Just
think I'm ready for that.
not when you have to still go on camera.
Right.
You
I
know,
am I am doing the beard though. This is like the longest my facial hair's ever been, so that's my contribution. Is I'm gonna
really,
try to.
dude,
I've
it
never
looks
had like a
great.
real beard. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
you should definitely keep that up. I like that. Wait, why do you have a scar on your forehead, Maria? Oh yeah, people want to know about this. I don't have a great story for it. I ran into a wall when I was 4. Uh, my dad asked me to cut his hair from Mary Wills. That's funny. Um, my husband's hair is horrible. Wow, people are really vibing on this.
It's a whole thing, but some people like really leaning into it. I saw somebody was like giving themselves like an actual bowl cut, which no chance I would ever do that.
Yeah, dude, you'd have to pay me for that, and I would never do it myself. Oh
But
man. Well, dude, it's been great to talk to you, man. This is probably gonna be the
yes,
highlight of my day. Just
dude,
hanging
this was
out.
great. I'll be sure to send you the information on those
Yeah, please
cards.
do, because she'd be an interesting person to do this kind of thing with.
100%.
So yeah, go check out 2 feet of five. Oh my God, what is it? 6 feet of separation. 6 feet of separation is my new little interview thing on YouTube.
Yeah,
So
5 o'clock tonight, and I'll put like a swipe up thing on our radio station page so
oh,
people
thanks,
can.
man.
Of course,
My
I'm
boy.
sorry for everybody that like doesn't know our relationship. This turned into a random chat instead of an interview, but I feel good about it.
That's what an interview is anyway, right?
I like it. Yeah, this is good practice for your show
Yeah,
tony.
baby girl. All right, yeah, whatever.
Yes.
And then we're like, name a moment that you were really happy. We're like, oh shit, this got deep.
It was better that way. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. Dude, really
Dude,
good to
thank
see
you,
you.
Alex.
I will talk to you soon, bud.
Much love, man.
See ya.